Hey everybody, it's me again. I'm back with your step 4 for I'm going into grad school this year journey. If you have missed steps 1 through 3, you can go back and find the videos on my YouTube page, also on my Instagram, which is c.say.act, and also on my Facebook at Nemuna. So wherever you want to find them, but go ahead and find them if you haven't watched them yet, because I want to make sure that you hit all of those steps before you get to step 4. So just to refresh your memory a little bit, step 1 is called the 3 C's, and that's about finding your why, and kind of breaking that into different categories to make it a little clearer. Step 2 is be a hunter-gatherer. It's about finding plays and playwrights that you love, that aren't too overdone, and asking your friends and colleagues for help. And step 3 is find your sextet, and that's about how many monologues you need, kind of how to break them into the different categories, and all that jazz. So yeah, definitely check those out. Oh, and there's also a bonus video on finding Shakespeare monologues if you don't understand Shakespeare, and so that's a good video to check out as well once you're on step 3 and like your finding monologue phase, to figure out how to make it easier for you to find a good Shakespeare monologue that you love and you understand. So if you've gone through all those, now we are on step 4. Very exciting. And this step doesn't have as cute of a name as the other ones, but it's pretty self-explanatory. It's called Find an Accountability Buddy. So if you don't know yet, my brand is called Say Act, and it stands for see your dream, say it out loud, and act on it. And that second section there, that say it out loud, is so important, because I find with a lot of people that are interested in going to grad school that they don't want to tell anybody, right? Because they're afraid that they'll fail, and I don't know, people will judge them or they'll feel shame around it. But if you're not willing to tell anybody that you're auditioning for grad school, you're basically telling the universe that you're gonna fail, right? You're putting that out into the universe, and I believe that you need to put positive things out into the universe in order for it to provide what you want. And so I want you to find somebody that you trust, that understands what you're doing, and could maybe help you to to say that dream out loud. Find somebody and tell them, hey, I'm auditioning for grad schools this year. These are the schools that I'm interested in. These are my 3 C's. This is why I want to go to grad school. And would you be willing to help me? Yeah. So this is a very important step, right? So this person that you tell can be anybody, really, right? It can be a colleague, a roommate, a friend, a family member, but you have to make sure that they have the capabilities and the knowledge to actually help you, right? They need to know something about acting and text work and all those things so that they can actually give you feedback. Yeah, I want this accountability buddy to be somebody that you can do your pieces for, and they can kind of help you, right? Coach you through them. So in the spirit of this, right, if you have the funds and the ability to do it, or if you start soon enough and you save enough money, you should get a coach, right? Because you're gonna know that that person has the knowledge to help coach your pieces. And if you can afford a coach, I really think that getting a coach makes acting on your dreams really real, right? Because there's nothing more real than paying somebody to help you. You're really going to follow through if you pay that person. So if you can't afford a coach, definitely hire a coach. Hire me if you would like. I would love to help you. Check out my website, nemunarcise.com/coaching, or any of my other, Instagram, all of that jazz. My name is pretty different, so you'll find me, and we can have a consultation call, and I can tell you if I'm the right coach for you, or if coaching is right for you, or if grad school is right for you, whatever. If you really can't afford a coach, and I totally understand that sometimes it's really hard, especially if you're like living in New York and you have all these expenses, and right now we're in coronavirus, so I totally get that. Another great option is to find somebody who is also auditioning for grad school, right? This way you can be each other's accountability buddies, and you'll feel like, oh, I actually have to reach out to this person because they need my help as much as I need their help. So that's a really great way to do it, yeah? So in terms of what is this gonna look like, right? So you reach out to somebody, they agree to be your accountability buddy, but now it's like, okay, what do we do? So what I've found through coaching is that you should meet at least 4 times, and that's in person if you're not in coronavirus land like we are right now, for 2 hours each, right? So that's 8 hours total for each person. So if you are being each other's accountability buddy, it's not 4 hours and 4 hours, it's 8 hours and 8 hours, yeah? So during your first 2-hour meeting, you're gonna do at least 2 pieces. Second 2-hour meeting, the next 2 pieces, and the third 2-hour meeting, the next 2 pieces, right? So if you watched my step 3 video, that was find your sextet, you should have 6 pieces, I think. And so this way you hit every single one of your pieces in those first 3 meetings. And then your 4th meeting is for mock auditions. Yeah, it's really important to get some mock auditioning in there, and extra stuff, yeah. Some of the feedback that I get from my clients a lot is that they weren't quite prepared for the interview portion. So like if you make it to a callback or something with the school, they're going to sit you down and they're going to ask you questions about yourself and about your why. Like, why do you want to go to grad school? Why do you want to go to grad school with us? So it's a really good thing to practice as well. And the other extra things, like sometimes they'll ask you for a song, or if you have an instrument that you're going to bring in and play with your song, make sure that you practice that song as well as your monologues, right? So that's 4 meetings at 2 hours each for 8 hours of coaching total, right? Obviously you can do more than that if you feel like you need to, but a really big thing that I want to tell all of you is don't over rehearse your pieces, okay? They're gonna start to feel like you're just on autopilot and you don't know how to connect to them anymore. So just don't do it. And you know, I think it probably changes from piece to piece and from person to person what that means, like how much is over rehearsing, but you'll feel it. Just trust your gut. Yeah. A lot of times with like really emotional pieces, it's really easy to over rehearse them and to like lose all your emotional connection to them. So just don't do it. Trust that, like, if you get a few, you know, practices in with an accountability buddy, that you'll be able to do it again. Yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah. For find your accountability buddy. So just to, you know, go back and give you those steps again, just find somebody, either a colleague or friend or family member, somebody that's knowledgeable about acting and theater, to agree to help you. Meet with them 4 different times for 2 hours each, or you can mess with that as much as you want, but try to do at least 8 hours with that person. Hire a coach if you can, me if you want, and then if you can't hire a coach, find somebody else who's auditioning for grad school, be each other's accountability buddy, and don't over rehearse. Make sure you practice mock auditioning and interviews and extra stuff. And that's basically what I got. So it's a pretty quick one, but it's really important. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment under this video or reach out to me or whatever, and I will be bringing you a step 5 as soon as I can. So good luck, and I hope to hear from some of you soon. Bye.